As a certified geologist, I can tell you right now, the fastest and easiest way to find gold is to go where it's already been found before. Now, before we dropped this shaft initially, we spent a year sampling and researching the best place to start digging. We triangulated all the Chinese shafts that were in the area. That is a drift mine. See it? It's cutting the caliche. Look at that munker. Ooh, that looks spooky down there. Look how loose that is. See that snake skin in there? That means there's a rattlesnake around here somewhere. I'm not liking that too much. Oh yeah, look at that little snake right there. See him? I don't know if you can see that snake. Right there. Tarantula too. Oh, lovely. What are you doing in there, Sonny Jim?
We're getting gold.
It looks like you're in one of those old Chinese tunnels. Looks like you're in one of those cavities.
We're trying to find big gold underneath big rocks.
Yeah. Oh, it's nice in here. And it keeps, look at that. Oh man, it goes way back in another cavity.
Sure gosh.
And that dirt gets nice and red. You see that?
That's the next bucket.
Gravel look good, Kimosabe. Me think I'm digging here. We punched the shaft in. We got down to about the 20-foot level. That's when we started hitting cemented caliches. I got my flow sand right here. See that? Then I started getting my conglomerate gravel. This is the zone that has the gold in it right here. And it's sitting on top of this caliche right here. See this? But the problem was trying to determine where the best pay layers were and what direction we should dig. It took 2 years to get to where we're at right here. The gold got better as we went down further. Oh yeah. Yeah, fractured that rock up real good. Look at that. Can't even lift it. Oh, God, wire. Yeah, there's a wire right there. Another borehole right there, see that? Alright, take a look. Here's the bottom of the incline shaft, and this all had to be drilled and blasted. After we drilled, blasted, and mucked everything out, we opened up this cave system. I've done many videos on this cave system, and there's actually quite a few of them down here. But they're really tiny, and they're very hard to squeeze into for anybody. We put cameras down there on poles, we put remote control cars in. It keeps going, and you can hear water. If you put your head in there, you can hear water. And we were also finding fossils down here, and I noticed that the sands that were coming out of this were real fine red clay, and they had small gold inside of it. All these drainage systems connect to the infamous river of gold, Cocoa Reef. Heading east on Bailey Road, drivers will pass by the blue and white beacons signaling the way to Cocoa Reef. Located about 3 miles down a series of dirt roads, it is here where the larger-than-life legend continues to play out, captivating treasure hunters, hungry investors, and curious thrill seekers. As mentioned earlier, extensive cave systems do exist throughout the Mojave Desert. Mitchell Caverns features a trio of immense limestone caves with spectacular teen draperies, stalactites, stalagmites, and other wondrous subterranean mineral formations. Cocoa Reef Peak, in its own right, has 3 considerable near-vertical caverns named Cocoa Reef, Crystal, and King Sabi.
He's supposed to have concealed the entrance, you know, to prevent anybody else from having it. If he couldn't have it, nobody else could have it, as far as what his relatives tell us.
He decided to return to the cave and set off 2 explosions to seal the natural entrance. Stories vary as to whether or not the other 2 prospectors were in the cave at the time.
Basically, we get going about 7 o'clock in the morning and spend our whole day drilling for as much as 10 hours if we have bad ground. We'll drill 27 to 32 holes, depending on the type of ground, whether it's soft or hard rock. And right now, we're drilling about 7 feet and pulling all that rock. So 7 foot a day, because we'd like to be down underneath Cocoa Reef Cave. You know, by August or so.
If Dora's affidavit is correct, if there is a large cavern system inside Cocoa Reef, with the use of infrared imaging equipment, it could possibly be spotted.
After we drill the holes, we'll stuff our primers in the back, that is the dynamite with the fuse and whatnot. It's ammonium nitrate. It's kind of like fertilizer. It smells nasty. It's part of why we use the respirators. Keep it out of our lungs. And we'll set them off usually with safety fuse, but sometimes we'll use electric detonation. We did today, for instance. It's a little easier to control the time of electric detonation. After we blast it out, we'll spend the next day just mucking it out. Muck is ore that's not valuable. Rocks you throw away. So we'll muck the rocks out with that slusher bucket, and as soon as the tunnel's clean, we'll set it up to drill again. There's an element.
Cocoa Weave Peak lies right off Bailey Road, exit off
Basically,
Interstate
I believe
15.
the river's there, that the caverns exist, and that it's the 8th wonder of the world.
You notice as we dug this out, we found round river rock everywhere. And you can hear water. If you're real quiet, you can hear it rolling in the background. I don't know if you can hear that. You can see how it's all water-worn and smooth. And there are root systems everywhere down here. And these weird-looking fossils, I don't know if you can see that. It almost looks like a taquito. Do you see that? And I'm going to show you what that back looks like so you can see. Look how smooth that is. You see what I'm talking about? See, there's pieces of sandstone that are part of the caliche, and look how smooth it is. Where the water's been slowly eating away at it. That is amazing. You can see the root systems down in there. And it just keeps going on and on and on. And there's that red dirt I was telling you about right there. But it is tight. Now we knew that there were plenty of Chinese shafts in the area, so it was just a matter of time before we tapped into one. But we didn't think we would tap into it this fast. I'm gonna leave the camera down here, I'm gonna go up on the surface, I'm gonna show you what we found up there. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna metal detect, see if I can detect any metal down in there. I gotta be careful because this one looks a little bit more dangerous than the other one. Get all these bushes out of here. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, there's something metal in there for sure. Oh, it's falling through! After 2 years, we got to this point, and we made an incline out of it because we knew that the better gold was down deeper. There it is. Look at that. Most drift mines will go through a lot of overburden to get down to the bedrock because in that particular area, that's where all the gold has settled down to. But out here in the arid regions, we don't have bedrock, at least not shallow. We have caliche beds. This is caliche. It's like concrete. And you can see I've got all these types of limestones and even sandstones that are entrapped in it. But the one thing that we didn't read in any book was what was down here below the cemented caliche beds. And that, of course, is the worms that we're finding down here in the sump in all that beautiful red clay. We've made many videos on what we think that worm is, and we've had a lot of suggestions. Now I'm sure there's millions of them down there, and the question is what's down below it, because it's really soft and there's water that comes up like a natural aquifer when we go through the monsoon seasons. So I'm not sure what's down there, but the gold, and lots of it, is down there. The reason why we needed a sump was because we had to have some place in our skip bucket to go. And that's it right there. It always has to sit lower than the level that you're working so you can dump directly into it. And that's how the old timers did it in days gone by, and that's how it's done today. There's the apron that we dump all of our material into. That's about 320 pounds of material right here. It's about 90% humidity down here because all the moisture in the clay seams is coming out. And even though it's cooler than topside, the humidity is like a sauna down here. Ours is 2 up, 3 down, 1 emergency stop. And like I said, that's about 320 pounds. And you make sure whoever's operating your winch on the surface knows what they're doing. Referred to as a kick switch because you use your foot to kick it from left to right. This is the most simplistic form of a switch you can get, and they're super easy to make. To operate them, you just put your foot down and slide it over. Now, while we're on the subject of mine cars, I've made plenty of videos on how we built this one. It's really, really easy to make. The hardest thing is the wheels. You can get them on eBay all day long. Now, if you plan on digging your own drift mine, the most important thing you got to remember is ground support. And we've done countless videos on how to timber a shaft and a drift properly, the way it should be done. In fact, we have a lot of people around the world who have done just that, and by following our instructions, they found gold.
Już nawet mamy jego kształt zamierzony. Witek pogłębia. Poszukiwacz Witek kopie za trzech, ciąga wiadro na systemie bloczków do samej góry. Nie, to chyba przestań.
We run the first 6 to 8 inches that's sitting on top of these cemented caliche beds through a wash plant. I wish that somebody would help me. And yeah, you're gonna get wet. Oh, yeah. And that is what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? That is absolutely amazing. Now, to help teach and facilitate everything that we know, we have 3-day gold mining tours. Most of you probably already know about the placer or metal detecting tours that we host in Arizona, but I'm sure there's many of you out there that aren't aware that we also host hard rock tours in Nevada. Looks something like this.
Woody, Forrest Grump, Oregon City, Oregon. Ready to dig. Want to say hi to Blake, Abby, and Matthew. Hi Blake, hi Matthew, hi Abby.
Are you happy out here?
I love gold!
Yeah!
My name's Mark Lazier from Morgan Hill, California. Excited to get down in the mine, see what we find. And I want to say hi to Ian. Happy birthday, buddy.
What about my birthday? I don't get no birthdays.
I'm Charlie Anderson from Carlsbad, California, and just came here to help Jeff dig this hole.
Bill Koschel from Crockett, California, East Bay. I'm here with my dad, and we're coming to break this puppy in.
My name's Josh, and I'm coming down from Port Townsend, Washington. Here to do the obvious.
This is Randy Bayless. I'm from Mesa, Arizona. I'm finally ready to get some real gold. Been spent a lot of time on my own, never got anything, so.
Nothing?
Nothing, yeah.
Not a speck?
Nope.
Hi, I'm Steve Mazzara from Yorba Linda, California, and I'm here without my better half, Cecilia. Finally made it out with Jeff. I've been to all of his seminars in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I'm Ken Dinsmore, and I'm currently in Denver, Colorado, and I'm here for the shiny, but more important than that, I'm here to pick Jeff's brain and find out everything I can about how to get this stuff.
Thomas the Tank Tanaka here.
Tanaka!
I'm here to get some AU.
That's gold, you fools out there, so come on, let's go!
Oops.
Oh man, nice. I can see a constant line even with the first.
That's not bad. Hey, right? So come on, let's go! Now, the reason I'm telling you this is because we're working on firing up hard rock tours in one of our super ultra rich gold mines in Nevada. And in fact, we just got the assay report back that showed exactly how rich it is.
Oh yeah!
A lot of the gold that comes out of this particular mine is specimen gold. In fact, when we invited Jason from Mount Baker Mining and Metals out, he collected up a whole bunch of them. They look something like this. Right now we're just working on the logistics so we can get the mine up to speed and make it safe. All right.
I had a load of rock that come down my way, and then that stopped, but it sounded like it was coming down your side as well. That sounds right.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh yeah.
All right, Max, what have you done?
We installed this nice pine wood. We should.
No, that's a Douglas fir. Yes.
It smells like
pine.
Man, this thing's stable as all heck.
You like it?
Dude.
Would you buy it for $1?
Dude, I bet you this was like $100.
The top part just needs an anchor on it and you're good.
Ding ding. Yeah, man, good job.
No, you did it. Come on.
I nailed it.
You built it. You built it back better. Max there, he's going to be pulling out gold for the rest of the night. So come on, let's go! In fact, we stayed all night and pulled out tons of that ore. Just unbelievably rich. Now when you look at this under a jeweler's loop, this is what it looks like.
I've been working this little pocket here.
Right.
And it's gold I have never seen before. You'd get a little vug open up and you'd break it off and it's just quartz crystals and it's gold sticking out, all the quartz crystals.
Wow.
Little pieces of gold. I've got some specimens I'll show you.
Oh yeah, we'll take photos of it at the end.
Yeah, but it's just, I've never seen anything like it. It's
wow.
Just, it's unbelievably rich.
All the gold that's coming out of that drift mine goes directly to our premium patrons. Our way of saying thank you for helping us keep the dream alive. And in the process, we like to give away other things too, like specimen gold from our hard rock mine. We also like to give away bags of pay dirt. Sometimes those bags of pay dirt are pretty large.
What is that?
Now, if metal detecting for gold nuggets or even doing your own hard rock mining for specimen gold is something that's been on your bucket list for a while, or maybe you just want to get a handful of nuggets out of our drift mine, just look for the little icon at the end of the video that looks like that. Just click on it and become a premium patron. And if you want to see more videos about geology and the application of using it to find gold, look for the videos at the end of this video. I guarantee you'll love those as well.